A ferry crashes into a crane in Spain and a massive fireball comes out. In other news, Kanye West distances himself from politics. Japan treats their country like children. Avengers full details leak. And it's World Vegan Day. I go by the name of Johnny Massacre and you're witnessing The Johnny Massacre Show. Hi kids, do you want to see a big explosion with a fireball? Me too. Have a look at this. Over in Spain, some silly cunt is not driving their ferry. Some silly cunt is not driving their ferry properly, as you can see. This is a fucking awesome video. No words needed. Just watch it. It's amazing. Fuck. Look at that guy running in the bottom left. It doesn't even look that dangerous because it looks a bit like Lego, but actually that's clearly very dangerous indeed. Fucking hell. This guy's got a nice angle. He's like, what the fuck? And look at this hero running back towards the blaze. You got to be kidding me. I'd be out there like a shot. Fuck that. Surely this job can't pay well enough to stand around near that raging poisonous fire. Fuck that. So that happened in Spain, and that is kind of amazing. In other news today, what the fuck is going on? Kanye West distances himself from politics. For some reason, I can't say distances. Kanye West distances himself from politics. This is probably a wise move. I think Kanye is slowly but surely finding out this is a never-ending, lifelong battle. And if he keeps up his political ranting, he's gonna basically destroy his career. I can't even believe this happened in the first place, and I can't believe it has gone on for so long. But I just want to bring your attention to some of the news articles about Kanye West, because they're such trash, such utter trash. And of course the biggest trash comes from The Guardian. Look at this. They've got a headline that says, "Is it okay to like Kanye West again?" I cannot begin to describe how stupid this headline is. This person is asking whether it's all right to like something because other people say you can't. This is everything wrong with politics today. Wrong think. Wrong think should not be a thing. It's okay to think whatever the fuck you like, and it's okay to like whatever the fuck you want. Even if it's a controversial politician, it's okay, as long as you're not going around killing people and saying that this group of people should be sent to an island and exploded somewhere. It's okay to like whatever the fuck you want, especially someone like Kanye West. But newspapers like The Guardian, who are super left-wing, actually think this is a viable question. I feel sorry for whoever wrote this article and for Guardian readers in general, if they're always worrying if it's okay to like something. You either fucking like something or you don't. It doesn't matter what any other cunt thinks. Let's have a look what this article says. The rapper tweeted yesterday that he had been used and was distancing himself from politics. Does that mean all is forgiven? So this is very infantilizing. It's very childlike. They're going to forgive Kanye West. Kanye West doesn't give a fuck if you forgive him. He hasn't even done anything wrong in the first place to be forgiven for. The article says Kanye West's 2-year fling with Donald Trump's populist Make America Great Again movement appeared to come to an end on Tuesday with a short series of tweets distancing himself from American politics and vowing to devote himself to creative endeavors again. He claimed to have been used by others to spread messaging he didn't support. In one of the tweets, he also implicated the ultra-conservative activist Candace Owens in this deception. So you can see Kanye's tweet. He says, "My eyes are now wide open and now realize I've been used to spread messages I don't believe in. I am distancing myself from politics and completely focusing on being creative." I think the last straw here was Candace Owens, who's a right winger, and she's a very angry one as well, saying that Kanye West designed her t-shirts, which featured the word Blexit, which means black exit. Why you would liken your own personal campaign to Brexit, which tanked the UK economy and is really, really fucking controversial, I don't know, but that's what she's doing. She said Kanye West drew it, and Kanye's like, fuck this. That must have been the final straw. He must have taken so much flack behind the scenes. I mean, his wife's all the way up in Hollywood, and her husband Kanye is aligning with Trump. It's clearly he was going to have to distance himself at some point. Everyone's getting on his back. But this article makes you realize why there's a lot of black people talking about escape the democratic plantation, because it really is as if left-wingers, the far left, like Guardian, are like the slave masters, and if any black people step out of line or sing a different tune, they admonish them until they come back to the plantation. It's really awful, shitty stuff. So let's keep reading through this article. It's hard to read. It's like acid in the face, but I'm going to continue with it anyways. So it says Owens had received a considerable profile boost back in April when Kanye West unexpectedly declared his admiration for her on Twitter. Remember that? That was quite a big moment, actually. Those familiar with her online brand of dogmatic Trump apologism was, one steeped in rhetoric about the so-called democratic plantation, were dismayed by West's use of his social media platform to praise someone linked with conspiracy theorists and apparent white nationalists such as Mike Cernovich and Milo Yiannopoulos. Do you know how fucking stupid this article sounds? They are trying to discredit Candace Owens, who aligned herself with Kanye West before this t-shirt gate, by saying she affiliates with white nationalists, and she's fucking black. How wrong could you possibly be? The article's saying she's alt-right or whatever and hangs out with white nationalists, which is impossible if she's black. It's just contradicting itself in its own sentence. That basically goes to show you that this entire article is complete fucking nonsense. Let's go down to the end. Kanye's vow to stay out of politics doesn't preclude him from addressing and rectifying the folly of his far-right partisanship. An apology might be nice too. So she's saying that even though Kanye West has promised he's not going to come back to politics again, he should apologize for not being a Democrat. He should apologize for not being left-wing. He needs to apologize to the slave master and come back and do what black people are supposed to do, which is like Democrats. Seriously, this is, the left and the right are just as bad as each other. They're fucking disgusting. Right, enough of that shit. So Japan treat their country like children. It is true. Let me show you this advert that I found for Japanese people. And imagine if this was in your country. Presumably you're watching from America or England right now. It's called Warm Biz, and it's a follow-up to Cool Biz. So Cool Biz is a really cringy name that means, in the summer, businessman, you don't have to wear your suit jacket. You can just wear a shirt or even a short-sleeved shirt because you might be too hot. Look, you silly cunts, if it's hot, just take off the cunting jacket. But in Japan, they're so obsessed with following rules, they will even overheat to death in the oppressive summer sun, to the point where the government have to intervene and say, come on kids, take off your jacket. Well, now we've got one for winter, which is encouraging people to wear more clothes. Let's have a look at this. Warm Biz, here it is. Lots of Japanese there. You got a guy, he's looking pretty dapper in green, and a woman in red. Why isn't the man blue and why isn't the woman pink? This is so sexist. Let's see what this is all about. The Japanese government on Thursday kicked off its annual Warm Biz energy savings campaign by encouraging people to dress warmly. However, temperatures remained unseasonably high for most of the nation, with much of Japan yet to experience cold temperatures. In Tokyo on Thursday, the temperature was 20 degrees at 2 p.m. Yes, it's still fucking hot. Sun, go the fuck away. I'm dying to wear my winter clothes. Please, fuck off, son. We need some colder weather out here. Can't fucking stand it, mate. Each year, as part of the campaign, the Environment Ministry calls on offices and homes to set heaters and air conditioners no higher than 20 degrees C and keep warm the old-fashioned way by wearing extra layers of clothes and eating hot meals to keep out the cold. I'm a nihilist. I don't believe in God and I don't plan to have kids. When I'm gone, I'm gone. So I couldn't give a flying fuck about putting my heater on full blast and destroying the environment for all the future generations of cunts out there. Back to the article. For dinner, it recommends a traditional Japanese hot pot. You can lower the heat if you enjoy nabe, making both your body and the room warm. The temperature will feel much higher than it actually is thanks to steam from the pot, says this government article. It's actually telling people to eat hot meals to keep warm. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like Japanese people are a bunch of kids. Can you believe it? The article goes on. I don't know why I'm reading this in a posh British accent. Eating root vegetables and ginger will help to warm the body up, it says, adding that getting off the train a stop earlier and walking the rest of the way to work will boost circulation. You silly cunts. Nobody fucking wants to walk to work just to be warm. Jesus fucking Christ. Although it's kind of a good idea to keep fit, but this is the shit that we have to look at in Japan sometimes. And hey, if they didn't make apartments with paper thin fucking walls made out of fucking balsa wood, perhaps we wouldn't have to use the central heating so much, you cunts. On to other news today. And the final bit of news for today's Johnny Massacre show. Oh no, the second last bit of news. Avengers 4 details leak. I don't really know why I'm talking about this because Avengers is pretty shit. Let's be honest. It's hardly The Godfather. But I'm probably going to see the fucker anyway. So am I trying to break a record for how many times I can say fuck in one episode? It just comes naturally. So look at this. Avengers 4 trailer coming in November. Film to be titled Avengers Annihilation Report. I like that name. I like the word massacre. And I like the word annihilation. The trailer for the fourth Avengers movie will arrive in November. The film will be titled Avengers Annihilation. And the trailer will use a song called Dust and Light. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Hot on the heels of Marvel president Kevin's confirmation that the trailers for Avengers 4 will be released before the end of the year, a new report claims that fans can expect the trailer to drop. God, you're just repeating yourself, you stupid article. So tell me something new, will ya? Well, look, it's coming soon. Look out for that. I wonder what movie it's going to preview in. I'm not sure what the big movies are for November, but we have learned that the next Avengers movie is called Annihilation, which is a pretty cool name. Now, finally, for today, it's World Vegan Day. Yay. You know what? People need to eat meat. I swear down. I've read a lot about this. And people who are vegetarians are basically fucked because there's certain nutrients that you just can't get. Saying that, I do know the Japanese arm wrestling champion. And he's a vegetarian, but not a vegan. Being a vegan is a bit extreme. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. The problem is animals are getting fucked left, right and centre in factory farms and battery farms, which is awful. I really think in order to eat food off the supermarket, which is dehumanized, de-animalized, it just doesn't even look like an animal because it's just a carcass and it's all been cleaned and prepared. I think to eat that, you should have to pass some kind of weird test where you have to go out and kill an animal that you want to eat. So if you want to eat chicken for the rest of your life, you have to go out, find a chicken, grab it, and twist its fucking head off. And if you're capable of doing that, then I think it's okay to eat. But if you can't do that, then the world is doomed because there's going to be more factory farms and just more animal misery up and down. It's a sorry state of affairs that we've had to create these things just to survive the burgeoning population of the world. But it is what it is, man. So, you know, I might be joking about the vegans and stuff a little bit, but hey, you are doing your bit. Just don't tell me what to do, you cunts. Thanks a lot. Let's talk about my life. Very little has happened between the last Johnny Massacre show and this one. It's been recorded within the same day, which is actually over the span of 2 days if you're in the West, because we're 8 to 9 hours ahead of London at least. So I'm sick today and I've just been feeling worse and worse. I wanted to do some exercise, but I know it's going to fuck me up. I've tried to do heavy exercise before when I'm feeling sick and it just doesn't end well. You put yourself on the sidelines for longer, so I've just had to fucking do that. I'm too lazy to cook anything, so I ate about 700 grams of cheese with mustard and like spicy powder. Oh man, that was grim. And I ate some mango, some frozen mango, like quite a lot of that, and some blueberries, and I'm feeling rougher by the second. My girlfriend's gone to see Paul McCartney for the second night in a row. She spent like $500 on tickets. She's a maniac for Paul. I hope she's enjoying it. I'm going to see her later. And really, that's about it. I'm not feeling too rosy, so I'm going to call it a day. Thanks again for watching. I just can't believe I'm still doing this. We're nearly at 50 episodes. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this, but hopefully one day it will all be worth it. I do always appreciate your support and your comments. Really, it keeps me going. So I will see you tomorrow for the last Johnny Massacre show of the week. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like the video. Support me on patreon.com/Johnny Massacre. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Johnny Massacre, facebook.com/Johnny Massacre, and instagram.com/Massacre Johnny. Excuse me while I go and pass the fuck out.